Welcome back to Talking Lead. This is episode 79. What's up, man?
What up?
You sound a little funny.
What do you mean I sound funny?
Like you're not here.
I'm there.
You are?
I'm right there next to you.
Wow. I thought
Yeah.
my LASIK did good.
It's my new camo.
Oh. and it makes your voice sound like Skype-ish.
Do I sound Skype-ish?
Yeah.
Hellfire. All right, so I'm Skyping today.
Yeah, I'm going on a family vacation in about an hour and a half, and we had to kind of scramble to put some stuff together for this week, so we're just going to Skype from Left Hand's his.
But it's all good stuff.
It is still going to be good.
It's going to be, what the hell was that?
That was me throwing a cap and it hit a Red Bull drink.
Sound like you had a spittoon and you were spitting bullets in it.
Well, you know, when I spit my tobacco, it's hard as bullets. So. Actually, you know, I quit.
You did.
I quit. I'm back to the nicotine gum.
So how long is that going to last?
I got to make it last, man. I got to be around here for my kids.
Guess what? Got me started again, so I'm not letting you quit. I had me a big old chew last night.
Did you?
I did. Watching the thunderstorm. I put one in. Man, that was relaxing.
It is very bad for you, children. If there are children listening to this, please do not try tobacco of any form.
It was the Hubba Bubba Big League Chew.
Big League Chew. Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
that counts.
yeah, that's
That'll
what
work.
it was.
Did you do anything fun with guns this week?
I did.
What'd you do?
I got a new gun.
What'd you get?
I didn't tell you.
And you didn't?
Well, I alluded to it last week where I was working on a trade, and I traded for a Glock 27.
Nice. You've been wanting one of those for a while.
I know it. I have, and I got it.
That's the 9?
It's the 40.
40. Okay, 26 is the 9, right?
Yeah, 26. Okay. So I've got the 22, the 23, and the 27 for the 40s, and then I've got the Glock 17 for the 9. Man, you're just banging all kinds of shit around.
I am. I'm packing.
You're packing while you're talking?
Well, packing the stuff. All the clothes are downstairs, but packing stuff.
Multitasking.
Si, senor.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a Gen 4 Glock 27, and I like it so far. I haven't had a chance to shoot it. The guy that I traded with, he had the pinky extensions on it already. So I've gone back and forth with taking them off and putting them back on, and as far as what I'm losing concealability-wise with the pinky extension, it's negligible. So I put the pinky extensions back on it, and it helps the grip a whole lot better too.
See, pinky extensions don't work for me just because my hand would go past it anyways. They'd have
Really?
they have to have like a really long pinky extension for it to work for me.
Huh. I figured, your hands aren't that much bigger than mine. They're pretty big, but
They're wide. That's my thing. They're wide.
yeah. Well, this has got the interchangeable back straps on it too.
Oh, okay.
So I put the biggest one on it, and it seems to be the most comfortable
Nice.
as far as that goes. But I was talking to our buddy Jason with SDI, and he's done some stippling before in the past. And I mean, we'll go ahead and drop the hammer. We're going to go out to Colorado and be visiting him and Martin.
Hey, Hollis.
Yeah.
We dropped that hammer last week.
Did we?
Yeah, when we announced them as sponsors, remember?
And we were going out to circle the wagons. We already talked about that.
I know we said we were going out to do the videos. I don't know if we did the circle the wagons thing, but yeah. Say we're going to drop the hammer on that.
Okay, so we're dropping the hammer on another event that we're going to be doing in Colorado when we're out there with Jason. He said bring it out, and he said it'd take him like 20 minutes, and he could stipple it, and it'd make it a real aggressive grip. So I'm going to do that. I think I'll bring my 23 too and let him do that one too.
I'm pumped about it, man. I'm pumped about getting a gunsmith certification. I mean, that's something big. It's a marketable skill nowadays.
Yeah, but just to have that personal knowledge too is what I'm excited about. What I'm not excited about is going to school again.
Well, at least we can do it at our own pace. That's one cool thing about SDI.
Yes, yeah. That is, with my schedule, with both our schedules, with both our professional careers, and then is this a professional career too? Would we call this professional, or is this
this would be a
what do we label this?
I don't know what this career would be called.
Okay, and then
can we even label it a career?
I think and then we've got Talking Lead.
Yeah.
That we do, and of course you've got kids that type your time as well, and being able to do the the distance learning and doing it at your own pace, I mean, that's one of the things that sold me on it. So I'm very excited about doing it too.
Oh, yeah. And you're going to get a ton of knowledge and actually get to build a few different guns, too. And if you want to do that, make sure you go check out sdi.edu and sign up for that gunsmithing course. It's distance learning, so you can do it at your home, at your work. Well, don't do it at work if you're going to get in trouble.
But especially for our military men and women.
Yeah, they really take care of the military.
Former and current,
And civilians.
Check, if you're military, give SDI a call, and they will talk you through how you can get assistance through your GI Bill.
Dude, we need to do the commercials like that. That was badass.
Yeah.
Just talk about the thing, and then at the end, throw it. Yeah, sweet. Okay. And then training-wise, you always got ICE training.
Yeah, so, once you get your gunsmithing, you build your gun, you want to get trained on it. So who are you going to call?
ICEtraining.us.
Rob Pincus.
Yeah,
You're going to hit him up. Mm-hmm. So go to their website, check out his training or his class schedules that he's got coming up. See if he's going to be in an area near you. Call him up, schedule it.
And if you're going to take those classes, you usually have to write stuff down in some of the written portion of the class. And a good way to write is with pens.
Is that what you're doing right now? Because it sounds like you're digging with a shovel.
No, I actually am scratching on the table, on our lead quarters table.
Are you putting your initials in there?
Yeah, I'm putting Zeke loves his wife.
Now, what has she done for you lately?
Everything. Awesome.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want a good pen that's badass and gun related, you can get the 308, the 50 cal, just about anything but a 22, and then other cool stuff. Dax Bruner makes some really cool stuff at CantuBrunerDesigns.com.
Now, you said I got some swag in?
You got some swag in.
Did I get
one of them is a Cantu Bruner pen.
Yes.
One that you begged and begged and begged for, and
well, I kind of alluded that I would like to have it.
Alluded, I like that. It's a fancy word for beg. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a more or a less demeaning way of saying that I was begging.
Yeah, more polite. It's polite begging.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, you got the zombie green 50 cal pen, and I got the skull one. And I had the skull one for about 10 minutes. And
what do you mean?
My petite little wife fell in love with it, and she loves that pen, and she took it to work, which is awesome because my wife is about 5'6", very petite. And she's going to be at work with this 50 cal Cantu Bruner Design skull pen on her desk, and she's going to be signing stuff with it. It's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
But back to Rob Pincus.
Yeah.
Looks like he's been out in New Jersey earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
Did some training. Says he's headed back to Florida this evening for a day of taping for taping. I think he meant to put taping.
He's going to do some tap dancing.
Do some tapping.
Tap dancing.
Some quick target tapping.
So if you want to learn firearms training, go to Pincus. And if you want to learn tap dancing, it sounds like you can do that too.
Yeah. And if you want to blow up balloons, it sounds like Zeke can help you with that.
No, that's the blow off duster. I'm dusting my computer off.
Dude, you can't do that shit. It's picking up everything you're doing right now.
We ain't got no boss. We can do what we want.
Nobody tell me what I'm going to do. I do what I want.
Yeah, this is going to be Talking Duster.
Talking Duster. And speaking of doing what you want, if you really want a really cool tattoo, which I think I've been thinking about getting,
you need man.
I've set a goal is once I get 17-inch arms, then I'm going to get a tattoo. So no time soon am I going to get one, but there's a outside chance that I might get one. And if I do, guess where I'm going to go?
Probably All or Nothing Tattoo.
That is right.
Well, they're the most award-winning tattoo studio in the world, I believe.
Well, that's what I've heard. I've heard they are world famous. They've won all kinds of awards. Yeah. They've been in all kinds of magazines. The owner has even made a couple of movies. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily about tattoos.
Which you've heard about it on the show. He's got the Victory to the Underdog movie and
but he's
See
infamous.
You in Hell. He is infamous.
He is infamous. That is right. And when I get a tattoo, I want it from somebody who, by God, is infamous.
Then we also got Savoy Leather, who makes some pretty badass holsters. What's cool about him, if you go back and listen to the episode he was on, he didn't even know he was an artist till he started leatherwork and found this talent. And that's pretty amazing.
You never know what you can do until you do it.
Yep.
Just kind of like talking lead.
Well,
you know, we just
we never knew how bad we sucked till we did this.
But until we started doing it, we didn't know.
That's right. We thought we were cool.
We had to do it to find out how bad we were at it.
We thought we were good talkers and shit, and
we thought we knew everything there was to know about guns.
we learned real quick we did not know a damn thing.
We got put in our place very quick.
But yeah, check out Savoy. I did it again. Sorry, Jeremiah. Check out Savoy Leather, spelt Savoy, Savoy leather.com. And
you know, I was in a store the other day, a gun shop, and they were actually talking about Savoy leather. They were saying Savoy. So I had the privilege of educating them.
Did you have your holster?
I didn't. I didn't have it on me. I was appendix carrying. And, you know, that would be great if I had a Savoy holster that I could appendix carry for my new Glock 27.
Is this another polite begging?
Is that what I'm doing?
What did you call it again?
Jeremiah.
No, but what did you call it when you were talking about the pen? Pandering or no?
No, I was politely insinuating.
Insinuating? Yeah.
Is that what it was?
I can't remember.
We'll play it back.
Yeah. Rewind about 2 minutes and you'll hear what he said.
They're like, dude, we just heard it.
Well, with guns this week, I dug a little bit more into the HK VP9. Called a few friends that have T&D'd it. They all love it. They say it's awesome. I just can't bring myself to trade any of my Glocks in for it. I mean, I'd have to trade one plus some cash, but I still love my Glocks. But
not if you let me negotiate it for you, because I'm the master negotiator.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, sir.
I may end up putting one on layaway, just letting it ride for $100 a month or something until I get it paid off.
Shoot, man like you just throw cash down. If I had your money, I'd throw mine away.
Shit.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. Well, it is the week that we do the Mojo Minutia, and this week we are going to play some of the interviews he did at the Bianchi Cup he went to last month. So here's that, and we hope you enjoy.
Hit it, Joe.
This is Joe with Red Jacket Firearms coming to you by Talking Lead. I'm here with Tom Hughes, the man behind the Bianchi Cup for 8 years. Tom, what are your thoughts about this 8th Bianchi Cup for you? And what is this, 35?
35 years, Joe. 35 years, and it's a lot of growth in the last few years that I've been doing this. We've more than quadrupled sponsorship as well as competitors. There's a lot of spectators tomorrow when you shoot the Celebrity Pro-Am. Is going to be amazing.
I'm so much looking forward to Celebrity Pro-Am because it's like one of my things. I can shoot 5 plates in a row. Something about adding that 6-1 for the actual Bianchi Cup competition match. I don't know what happens, but it's like a little switch that gets flipped. And man, the sponsors have just been outstanding. All the sponsors have really stepped up, and I've seen nothing like that in any other shooting sport or any other discipline.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And plus all the social events like tonight, the barbecue. I mean, that was fantastic, wasn't it? Coming out and with all your friends and all your new friends from all over the world and coming out and having a great meal and afterwards coming out and talking about what's going on tomorrow.
Talk about from all over the world. We got guys from Australia, Kiwi land and New Zealand, Switzerland, Germany, Canada, Barbados, all over the country. I mean, I can't explain the kind of draw this event has, and it's one of the most amazing experiences. And me being a first time, Tom promised me that this was going to be a shooting spectacle, and man, his promise came through. This has been one hell of an event, and the social functions, the shooting. Guys, if you got a pistol, production, metallic, open, you've got to try Action Pistol. It's one of the greatest sports. The community out there is one of the best I've ever seen, and I've seen so many different disciplines. Action Pistol's where it's at.
Absolutely. I knew that when we reached out to you and invited you out here to come do this, I knew that you were perfect for this. I knew that you were perfect for this crowd. This is your crowd. This is all of our crowd. All the best friends from all over the world. Here we're carrying on this relationship going in the 36th year, and it just keeps growing and getting bigger and bigger.
Do you think this was John's vision when he started this 35 years ago, his ideas back then?
Oh, absolutely. It's the vision of John Bianchi and Ray Chapman to build this championship the way it is right now. You have the social events at night. You have the competition with your friends during the day, and we all talk about what's going on in our lives, and then have a great competition with all the same settings with people from all over the world. There's none better.
Well, my section here at Talking Lead has to deal with a lot of the technologies. And as far as the growth, Bianchi, looking back at the history, starting with Revolver and kind of based in PPC and into the semi-autos, and then a cycle back to the Revolvers with the wing shooting, and then full circle back again to the autos. What do you think about the technology growth, and what do you think maybe next year and some of the other things that may be coming?
Well, it's probably endless. It's what the market will bear. Our fastest growing division into Bianchi Cup is the production division. So it's the Anyman gun. Anyone can come out with the gun that they carry or the gun that they got in their closet. They come out and shoot this with the guys that have the race guns and the metallic guns that are all tricked out. So you can come out and shoot a basic gun that costs you a few $100s, or you can come out and shoot the gun that's cost you $5,000 or $6,000.
So you can take some standard production piece like a Glock 34, maybe one of the MMPs, and you can come out here and you can win the Bianchi Cup?
Absolutely. Absolutely you could. Last year we had a Border Patrol agent come out here and compete, and he won the production division using an MMP.
Guys, there you have it. Like, the best value in shooting sports, Bianchi Cup production. I'm probably going to regret that because I'm going to try and shoot production next year, but hey, come on out, shoot it, have fun. Bianchi Cup is a blast. Look up your local action shooting sports. Thank you for the NRA. Thanks Safariland, Blade Tech, 511, all of the sponsors. I can't even think of all the sponsors out there that were critical in helping put this together. All the shooters, over 300 shooters are here today, and it's just amazing. The amount of spectators, I've never seen spectators at a shooting event like this, and it's just absolutely mind-boggling. Tom, thank you for your time, and do you have any closing thoughts?
No, hey, just come out and compete. Come out here and make friends and compete. It's a great event. It's more than a shooting event. It's a carnival type event, and it's the best. It really is. It's the best championship out there today.
It's a shooting spectacle.
A shooting spectacle.
Cool. Thanks, Tom. Really appreciate it. All right, guys, that was Tom Hughes, the director of the Bianchi Cup with NRA. Tom's been absolutely fundamental with setting this up. He's been doing it for a lot of years. And when he called me about 6 weeks ago, it was an absolute instantaneous yes. I moved mountains to be able to come here and take the week off, and it's absolutely been one of the most rewarding events I've ever been to. So day one, Bianchi Cup. Tom, thank you so much. I'm here with Pat.
It's actually very good.
And Tim.
It is.
Right, Clive. It is good.
Who are we here with?
Said you straight.
What?
Your name?
Why am I doing this?
We're here with Pat, Tim, Melissa, Clive, and Judy.
What are we doing?
This is the end of the first day at Bianchi Cup. We are having a terrific discussion over Angry Balls, Red Jacket Focus Fuel, and some kind of adult coffee beverage. We've talked about a lot of the Australian continent. We've talked about shooting.
Drop bear.
Part of the Australian continent, we have drop bears, the hoop bears, and all those discussions. And folks, let me tell you, hoop snakes and drop bears, they are real. Pretty good in the evening. And today, I got to tell you, I shot the plates, and I was really excited about shooting the plates because I like shooting steel. And today, well, had a little bit of issue. Had a great string starting up, and on the fourth string, I had a jam. So 5 plates down, it really set the spot for the rest of the stage. So I kind of blew it, but it's been a fun event. Everybody's here. Tom's doing great. Pat, Danny, all the people here are awesome. So day 1 of Bianchi Cup, check, awesome. We're winding down.
And this is pretty cool. I think he tries his hand at some sports announcing.
The Ollie falling plate event. Shooter 17, 19, 20. Allie Barrett, Molly Smith. Clean run for both of the ladies.
Joe, brother, I think you missed your calling, man. You could be like a golf announcer or like or hell, even like a competition gun announcer. Good job, man.
Tim Overhill, Bianchi Cup, day 1. Very professionally run. Had no idea it was a sniper competition used with handguns. Next time, I'll better prepare. That is all.
Very brief words from our own very awesome Tim Overhill from Kimber Firearms. An awesome individual and very succinct.
Hi, this is Mark Christopher Lawrence from Amazing America with Sarah Palin. Thanks, Joe, for coming on out to the Bianchi Cup. This is my 3rd time coming, my first time shooting a whole match. And I got to say, I was a little nervous to start. However, my ego is involved now. So this time next year, I'm going to be dialing it in, baby. Dialing it in.
Mark, this is his 3rd time. This is my first time, and I think he's had the same experience I've had my first time here. The shooters here are awesome. They're always willing to step up. Mark, what are your thoughts about that?
I'll tell you right now, some of the best shooters in the world are at this event. You know, I can imagine another pool of shooters that's better than this.
I've got to agree. I mean, when I got the invite to come to the Bianchi Cup, it's something I've followed for over 15 years. I've known about the Cup and never had a dream or thoughts of actually being able to come without some serious practice. But the development and getting here, everybody's been so helpful. It's amazing to be able to stand next to some of these shooters and actually shoot with them. I mean, it's amazing.
You know, here's the thing that I find most amazing about this experience is that it's such a supportive environment. You know, although it's a serious competition, people want to help you and they want to see you do well. And that's what I love about the Bianchi Cup.
That sums it up. Bianchi Cup shooters, best in the world, and most friendly, willing to help out. They want to make the other competitors better. I think it's because they like the challenge. Mark, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Joe. It's good to see you, man.
We're at the Ollie Falling Plate event. We're here with Shade, Chris, Mark. Well, Tim, what are your thoughts?
I think I need to practice more.
The plates can be very unforgiving.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's one of those pass-fail kind of things. Yeah.
No 8s and no 5s on the plates.
No paper.
No 8s on the plates, baby.
It's amazing how easy they are when you're shooting a 3-gun competition, but how hard they are when you gotta shoot 1 for 1. No makeup.
And it is fun. It's so much fun because you can just pick them up. Like, oh, it didn't go down. Let me just pop another round off. Well, 6 for 6. It's a definite mental game.
Michelle's coming back.
Shade, saw you shoot the movers today. Looked pretty good. Got a nice cadence. Real
Yeah, I
smooth.
felt good today. Was talking to the ROs and calming my nerves down a little bit and felt good.
Well, good run and good luck to all y'all.
Cool. Thank you.
All y'all. All y'all. All y'all. That's Y-A-Y-Y-L.
Now, see, all y'all has got to be a southern thing, because in the north it's just all y'all. There's not a double y'all.
Is that a O-W-H?
Y'all.
Oh, y'all.
It's just a y'all.
Oh, y'all. We're definitely just y'all. This ended Bianchi Cup Day 2. I shot the practical and the barricade today. Shot 2 practices this morning and felt pretty confident and went in and shot the barricade first and did pretty good. I'm really happy with the performance. I'm going to await the scores and see what happens. This is Joe Mojo, the man on the street for the Bianchi Cup for Talking Lead. We have Allie Barrett here. She's going to kind of give us her thoughts about Bianchi Cup this year and how she's doing and just the atmosphere.
Well, the Bianchi Cup, it's always a fun time. I'm doing a lot better than I did last year, so I'm pretty happy. Didn't do as well on the plates as I wanted to, but it's kind of a 50-50 shot for me. It's like, oh, maybe it'll go down, maybe it won't, but I'm having a good time.
Well, there's the saying, there are no 8s in the plates. And it is a pass-fail event, so it's either down or it's not. So it's very frustrating. It's one of my frustrating events, but that's always good that you're progressing, and you just want to keep getting better year after year. So what do you think about next year, and what are your plans?
Next year, I'm going to try to return. It was kind of last minute that I got to come here and shoot it with Packing and Pink, which is awesome. I will most definitely find a way to be back.
That's most excellent. Well, you having fun?
Oh, yeah. It's always fun.
What do you think about the shooters in Action Pistol versus any other events you've shot with?
Think about that. Oh, well, in Action Pistol, it's a whole other mindset. You can't use anything that you use in like 3-gun or USPSA or IDPA. You have to turn all that on and think, okay, strictly, what do I have to do here? It just aim. And frankly, I don't really do that in USPSA or anything else. It's just like, okay, 2 hits on paper, I'm gone. Now it's like, okay, I have to hit this. I have to hit this here and slow down and not race through it because there's no extra shots. So it's very challenging, I think, for myself because I'm not a normal Action Pistol shooter.
It's kind of that change between the yank and spank mentality and then front sight press. It really is 2 different fundamentals, but it's all about shooting, and it comes down to precision.
Exactly. It's the one who's the most accurate wins the match, which guarantees it's going to be Doug again. No, he's a good guy.
Well, he's an amazing shooter, and me personally, it's amazing to be able to come out and shoot with you, shoot with Doug, all the big names in Action Pistol and in the shooting sports. I mean, it's an amazing event, and this is my first Bianchi Cup, and it's been one hell of a trip.
This is my second, so last year was a fun experience, and I was with a really good group of people. But this year, it's really, I need to step on my game. I need to do better than last year, but I'm not here to win that giant cup. I'm just here to have fun and work on my shooting and my accuracy.
You after the cup in about 5-7 years?
Try about 10, maybe.
It's a good goal. That's a good goal. Well, this is Joe coming from the Ollie Falling Plate event with Allie Barrett.
I'm Allie Cat Barrett, and I shoot for Terran Tactical Innovation and Volquartz and Customs.
Thanks, Allie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey guys, this is Joe from Red Jacket Firearms coming to you for Talking Lead. Shooting you straight after the final day of the Bianchi Cup competition, and man, it was a real interesting upset. But what I really want to talk to you about is this was my first Bianchi Cup, and it absolutely was not possible without this man here, George Mowbray. He took me under his wing. He's a Louisiana guy and really helped me out with figuring out the sport, figuring out how not to screw something up, figuring out the course of fire and everything like that. George, thank you so much, and George joining us now. Do you have any words about the Bianchi Cup in particular?
Well, I think it's a great match. I've been shooting it since 1991. I've tried to format our range to duplicate this range as much as possible over the years, and I love the match. It's got a lot of stress. It's really test your abilities. I love it.
Down in Louisiana, it's a competition that I found that we actually have some great facilities. We've got a facility in Lake Charles, one in Liberty, Mississippi, one in Macomb, and these are all within about 2 hours of my home. So it's really a discipline that I think I'm going to be able to pick up, and it's a lot of fun. And with George's help, I was able to learn the course of fire, kind of get an idea about what guns and equipment I'm going to need, and he really opened the doors for me to be able to come to Bianchi Cup with the courage of something I've been looking at for years. I've been seeing the Bianchi Cup as the upper echelon. I mean, it's the creme de la creme of shooting sports, and me being able to come here and actually shoot, I wouldn't have been able to do it with the courage without George.
Well, I appreciate that, Joe. I mean, I like helping new shooters, who are new to the sport, like you, who have shot many things, but you're new to Bianchi, and I enjoy helping people understand it and try to give them an insight into the match before they come and shoot the biggest match of their career,
that really kind of sets what action pistol is about. I've said it before, an action pistol is like no other discipline. I've shot silhouette rimfire, centerfire, high power, bullseye, 3-gun, IDPA, IPSC. No other discipline has the community that Bianchi Cup has. I mean, all the shooters reach out and help you out, and it's like a family. I was absolutely welcomed in, and it's been an amazing event.
Well, we've had a blast, and I really enjoyed working with you, Joe, and all the shooters out there. And I'm always willing to help people if they want to develop a match at their range. I've developed stuff over the years, and I'm more than happy to help anyone that wishes to get into the sport.
George, well, you're definitely going to be seeing me a lot more in Lake Charles, and I will be there for next year's Crawfish Cup, and I'm going to be here for next year Bianchi's Cup.
Wonderful. Glad to hear it, Joe. Glad you had a good time.
Thank you, George. Now, George, just go ahead and introduce yourself, and this will be at the beginning.
I'm George Mowbray. I've been shooting Bianchi Cup since 1991, and I've shot open revolver in all of those years, and I've finished in top 10 3 or 4 times, I guess. Highest finish was 4th, and I decided to shoot metallic this year and really relearn the art of shooting metallic sights, and I've had a real good time doing it.
That's outstanding. That's great accomplishments, and that's one thing that really excited me, seeing you as knowing you were an open shooter, and now you're shooting metallic, and I've seen that opposite move in silhouette. A lot of the guys will shoot service rifle, and then they'll go to match rifle because of age or because they're looking for a little bit more challenge. While you're looking for that challenge, you're going from an open gun to a metallic gun. So that's really pushing the technology in a different direction what we're looking at, and that's really what we talk about in my spot here with Talking Lead is the technology behind things, and it's almost like taking a step back in technology, but you're really taking a step forward in competitiveness and the challenge. Can you tell me what kind of challenge you've experienced going from that red dot to those metallic sights?
Yeah, well, with the red dot, my basic focus was always on the X-ring of the target. Now, with metallic sights, I have to focus on that front sight. And that's been my challenge because my mind still wants to go to the target. And so I notice that when I allow my concentration to go to the target, I don't shoot as well. When I keep my mind on that front sight, I shoot very well. So it's just a matter of being able to hold it all together, which I hadn't been able to do just yet, but I can do it on the individual events, and sooner or later it's going to come together. I plan to shoot metallic for a while now. I'm having a real good time at it.
It's a big transition. Going from that red dot to metallic, it is a different mindset. And guys, if you're shooting iron sights, remember, front sight, press. That's the secret there. The front sight is the furthest thing that bullet sees, so it makes the most important impact on it. So focus on that front sight, have a good trigger squeeze, and that bullet's going to go exactly where it's supposed to.
That's right, Joe, and it's become very evident to me, and I'm getting better at it all the time, and hopefully by next year I'll be shooting really well with metallic sights.
Outstanding. Well, George, thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for your mentorship. It means a lot for me because, like I said, I wouldn't have been able to do this with any confidence without you.
Well, I'm really glad I could do it, Joe. I'm glad that the NRA put us together so that you could come over and shoot with us and get introduced to the sport before you came up here and shot the event.
I wish I could name all the people that were actually helpful in my adventure and my journey here, but there's so many names to mention. Kim, Danny, George, Tom, Mike, and Mark. I mean, all of y'all were so helpful. I wish I could say all of it, but I don't think Zeke's going to allow me the time to run down the list. So, guys, you know who you are. Thank you all so much. The sponsors that provided some outstanding world-class equipment, the sponsors that helped with the match, Tom at NRA. Guys, thank you all so much.
So that was cool, man. Those are some cool interviews.
How awesome was that, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
It sucks we missed that.
Yeah, next year. I think it's invite only though. I don't know.
Well, we got an in now.
Yeah. We'll politely beg him too.
Yeah. But back to invites, we were talking about the second annual Circle the Wagons training event, and it's actually in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Right.
And it's put on by our buddy Martin with Iron Hammer Armory. And you guys can go to ironhammerarmory.com and get more information about it there. But basically what it is it's a forward-thinking event, and I'm just going to read this because this...
I was thinking you were, because I've never heard you just come off the top of your head forward-thinking event.
Pretty much sums it up. Well, I wrote this for him. So
okay.
It's forward, not. Event that facilitates real-world, principle-based defensive training in a family-friendly environment. Vendors from all over the country will be on hand with on-site demonstrations and sales of practical use gear, equipment, and tools. Let's see what it says here. Who's going to be there?
We're
going to be there. Talking Lead's going to be there. Iron Hammer Armory, obviously. Rockwell Tactical Group, Kenaz Tactical, Sonoran Desert Institute. Our buddies from there, Jason's going to be repping them, and so will we. They are our bandwidth sponsors. Dip Wizard Hydrographics.
I love that name. Dip Wizard.
Our buddies at TDS Guns are going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Dead Coyote, Gunfighters, Elftman Triggers.
Yep.
We've talked about them. We've been using their triggers in our ARs, and they are badass. Enforce, Black Sheep Warrior, the House of Guns, which is HAUS of Guns, Lanco Tactical, and Warrior Labs are the ones that are on schedule so far to be there.
Nice.
So it's going to be a good event. It's 2 days, I think, of pistol training, carbine training, first aid training. They're going to do like some room clearing classes. So it's going to be badass, man. I'm really looking forward to it.
Nice.
But if you want tickets are still available. You can go to, like I said, ironhammerarmory.com, and you can purchase your tickets there or register. They're $210. But it's a cool, fun-filled, information-filled 2 days.
Nice. I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
That's the end of this month, so you guys got to hurry.
Well, it's the end of August.
Sorry, end of next month, yeah.
Let's go ahead and do the jackwagon train, Army.
Hoorah, Semper Fi, do or die, hold 'em high at 8th and I. It is time for the Talking Lead Jackwagon of the Week, so brace yourself, baby.
So this week, the jackwagon of the week, we're in a group on Facebook. I don't think I'm supposed to mention the group because people try to hack into it.
Yeah, I've noticed we've been getting a lot of emails lately. Yeah. I was like, what? Signed up for now?
Yeah, we're in a group in Facebook with a lot of industry guys, and one of the articles that came across was an article making fun of another article. We're going to throw the writer of the other article on the jackwagon train. It's from the Daily KOS. Apparently, they're a pretty anti-gun website, but it's Jim and Gene Anton wrote this article, and they talk about all the Georgia laws that have changed where guns anywhere. You can take them to church, school, all this stuff, and how horrible it is. And
it's just mass hysteria.
Oh, my gosh, the whole
dogs
state of Georgia.
Cats and...
yeah. And
horses and cows lying together. Oh, my God.
What's hilarious is the picture they use to show all the guns you can buy in Georgia. And if you glance at it, you'd kind of be like, oh, gosh, those are a lot of cool... Wait a minute. And then you look closer, and you look really close, and
you start seeing they're bent.
They're little plastic G.I. Joe guns.
They are exactly G.I. Joe guns from the 3 3/4 inch line.
And these jackwagons say all of these guns are available for purchase in Georgia, and you can carry them into a church, bar, school, or library. Well, guess what? You can carry all those guns into any place in any state in the United States.
And be any age.
Yeah, because they're about 1 inch long, and they're plastic G.I. Joe guns. But what's awesome is...
But you know where you can't carry them?
Where?
Through TSA.
Oh, well, that's true. They will confiscate them in TSA.
They will confiscate.
Which we're going to talk about that here in a minute.
Because they are firearm replicas.
Yeah.
And you cannot have firearm replicas in your carry-on. Now, you can check it.
Because if I had a little 3-inch plastic 50 cal sniper rifle from G.I. Joe, I could do a lot of damage on an airplane.
I better have the figure to go with it, though.
But the one that they say that we can get, which I need to call them and find out how the hell we get this, because, in old Geo, the pulse rifle.
Yeah, they've got the pulse rifle and they've got the tactical.
Yes, the
pulse.
NCM tactical pulse assault rifle.
Assault. There you go. You got to throw that.
So, guys, we got like audio weapons and laser weapons that are available for purchase in Georgia, according to this article.
And you can carry them anywhere.
Yeah. So the daily costs, and specifically the riders Jim and Gene Anton. Welcome to the Jackwagon train.
I mean, I read that article, and when they were talking about going for a walk in the park with their grandchildren, and then they saw this stranger approaching them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, first you're in a park. You're not going to know everybody. So, yeah, most people are probably going to be strangers anyway, but if you're that paranoid to go outside of your house, and run into strangers, well, apparently this one stranger was carrying a rifle towards them. And I guess he started breaking out in a cold sweat and hives and, started shaking. Well, once he got close enough, it turned out to be what? A tripod?
A tripod. A photographer.
A tripod.
The guy was a photographer.
Obviously, these people have some deep-seated psychological, what's the word I'm looking for? Irrational fears.
Ridiculousness?
Yes. Ridiculous, irrational fears anyway. And they don't need to be critiquing or writing articles about gun control.
No.
Or anything else for that matter. Bananas. Keep them away from bananas.
Yeah, don't let them write about bananas.
Or tripods.
No. Another kind of jackwagony thing.
It's probably an assault tripod.
Within the gun community, we've talked about this way back last year. We all need to band together. I think everybody gets that now. But there's still some people out there that are being jackwagons and trolling pro-gun pages on Facebook. And when something's said that they don't like on that page, like if they don't agree with something about police or military or something about a 1911 versus Glock, they're reporting them to Facebook. We don't need any more attention than we already have from that stinking company, Facebook. And when you report them to there, they get, I think the first offense is like a week that you're banned from groups. And then like the second one, it goes to something else. And then eventually you get completely banned. We don't need that. We need as much of this good, positive, truthful information out there.
But just because somebody reports you doesn't mean they're going to automatically ban you.
No, but with the gun channels, it's happening a lot. They're getting reported, and then they're getting a slap on the wrist, and then the second time.
So they're doing the guilty until
proven innocent.
Until they decide you're innocent.
Yeah, well, like they did with that 16-year-old girl.
Proof's got nothing to do with it. Yeah, the one who posted
pictures of her hunting safari hunts. Yeah, they ripped all her pictures down, and then there was a free. The bad part about this, and this is what pisses me off about Facebook. There was a website, or not a website, but a Facebook page devoted to "Let's kill this girl." If she's posting pictures of dead animals,
I saw that, and that guy needs to be on the. That guy is on the jackwagon train.
Yeah, well, here's the kicker. People, I think it was over 300 people reported his website because the reason they took her pictures down is because it violated Facebook's violence and content policies.
People put up hunting pictures all the time.
Well, this guy is threatening to kill a 16-year-old girl.
No, he needs to go to jail.
Yeah, and all the people that reported got messages back from Facebook saying we decided not to take his page down because it doesn't violate the policies. Really? Really? So you can violate.
You can threaten someone's life, but to post pictures of you hunting in a legal manner,
right?
In a and it's not a, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's not poaching. She's doing it right.
Yeah, and she's not gloating. It's not in a gloatful way either.
Yeah, she's just showing her kill. And she's going to eat it. And she's going to provide sustenance for her family at 16 years old.
What was that guy? I got to find him because we got to put him on the train too.
Yeah.
About that. I'm glad you mentioned that.
But so back to the pro-gun people that are reporting other people in the pro-gun community just because they didn't like something they said and they want to get them in trouble. Quit that shit now. We have got to have as much positive information out there. If you don't agree with something that somebody said on Facebook, just freaking ignore it and unsubscribe from their page. Unlike it. You can unlike a page and not have to see their stuff anymore. It's that simple. There's stuff out there that's pro-gun that I've seen that I didn't like what they were saying, and I quit following them. It's that simple. I didn't report them because there's going to be some people. If one person changes their mind from that guy's page that I didn't like, I'm happy. I may not want to listen to what he's got to say, but I'm happy because we're in the same fight together.
Yeah.
So make sure you
so
think
it was
before you type.
It was the college cheerleader is what it was.
I thought it was a high school cheerleader. I thought she was 16.
No, she's Kendall Jones. And where's the guy? I got to find the guy's name because that's the person who we need to. What's TV host? TV shows, cameras, crews follow her hunting. Yeah, there's even a petition.
Yeah, to have him banned or her.
Well, to have her, and this is old news.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit, but no, there's a petition to get her to stop posting those pictures and to get Mark Zuckerberg to take down. Obviously, we know what all's come of that. But her page is up. Here's her.
But her pictures are down.
It's up right now. No, there's a picture of her with a lion right there with a bow.
Maybe there was enough buzz about it that they backed off.
No, she's got her pictures back up, man.
Nice. Good for Facebook.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there was particular ones that they wanted taken down, but I'm looking at it right now, and she's got some safari hunt pictures up. So, But who was the guy who was threatening to kill her? That's who we need to call out, man.
I don't know. But, and he was probably a PETA guy. And what's hilarious, one of my favorite shows of all time is Penn and Teller bullshit. And I'm sorry that got bleeped, but I'll say it again. Penn and Teller's bullshit on Showtime. And I was watching one about PETA, I think it was last night. And it's so funny because they expose all the contradictions and all that stuff. And they were talking about how PETA, animals should be completely free, not even pets, no nothing. We need to liberate all animals. But they rescued, I think it was 2,500 animals this one year the show came out. And they killed 1,400 of them, euthanized them.
That's their solution.
Yeah. Well, and then the head of PETA at the time, it may be different now, but the lady that was the head of it then, she endorsed and even funded this guy that firebombed a animal science lab where they experimented on animals. And I could go a whole show on that from being in the medical field. Anybody that's gone to the hospital and gotten better because of your treatment, guess what? It started with animal testing. So same way we thank animals when we hunt them for food.
Well, it's the same way.
Same thing with this. Thank them.
Well, it's the same thing when aliens abduct humans and they take them.
What?
They take them on their flying saucers and do all those tests. It's the same thing.
So zombies are real and aliens really are abducting humans?
It's just like we do test on monkeys, they do test on us. Yeah.
Okay.
All the more reason why you should carry.
Yes.
To prevent alien abduction.
Yes, because I got a feeling that if aliens had the technology to travel from billions and billions of light years away to come abduct us off the Earth, our guns are going to be the right technology to fight them.
Absolutely. We're on the same page.
There you go.
Even though we're in different zip codes.
Yeah. Talking about zip codes, with us going to Colorado soon, you were looking up some stuff about rules because we're taking a couple guns to work on. We're actually going to carry there. We looked it up. We're able to carry in Colorado.
Yeah.
Even with their new laws. And
it's reciprocal state.
Yeah.
So, unlike Illinois. Unlike Illinois.
And New York's.
Well, I don't know about Illinois was worse.
Yeah. I think Illinois is the worst one.
They, if you don't have, like majority laws like they have, and there's only like 4 states that are reciprocal in Illinois. But what I like about it is the states that they're not allowing Illinois people to carry in their states. They're not doing a reciprocal in those states.
Nanny boo boo.
Even though Illinois' rules to get their permits are a lot more stringent than other states, I think it's just a principle thing. And I back other states for that. So good job, other states. I was going to get into all that too, but I was going to throw them on the jackwagon train too.
Illinois.
Yeah. But so back to us traveling with firearms coming up. I just started some preliminary research on this because I haven't ever really carried firearms personally on an airplane before. So I wanted to just kind of get my basics down. You know, we've talked to several people that have. Mm-hmm. Jason has given us some of his horror stories.
Dean with two vets arms when he came.
Dean gave us some of his horror stories. Our buddy Mike Hughes, SRT, SIRT pistol.
Next Level Training gave us some of his horror stories. And he didn't even have a firearm. It was just a SIRT pistol.
No, it was a toy gun that his grandmother
had. Oh, yeah, that's right.
For one of his kids.
Was that Mike? No, that was...
I thought that was Hughes.
No, that was Commander McGinnis.
Was that... Okay, that was Mark McGinnis.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's who that was, yeah. Sorry, Commander. I mean, two good-looking guys. You know, it's easy to get them confused.
Yeah, there you
go. So here's a little thing that they said to avoid issues. Here's some bullet points. All firearms must be declared.
Pun intended?
Yes.
Bullet points?
Yes, thank you. You can put a little snare drum in there. All firearms must be declared to the airline during the ticket counter check-in process. So I'm thinking one step prior to that is we probably want to call them and tell them before we get there that we're declaring firearms. Of course, I guess we need to get each airline. Each airline's got a different policy too.
Yeah, because I think the airlines can reserve the right to refuse it. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. So, and we don't know which airline we're going to be flying on yet.
Okay.
So once we find that out, then we'll do that step. The term firearm includes any weapon, including a starter gun, which will or is designed to or may readily be converted to expel a projectile by the action of an explosion.
Yep.
So there has to be an explosion that takes place. The frame or receiver of any such weapon. So, you know, this, I guess, our 80% that we're taking, they would consider that firearm, even though legally it's not.
Legally it's not, but we got to remember the ignorant that we may have to deal with.
Yes, exactly. So we're not going to be arrogant or try to educate them on 80%. So we're just going to follow their rules.
Yep.
The frame or receiver of any such weapon, any firearm muffler or firearm silencer.
Muffler.
That's what it says, a firearm muffler. Any destructive device. So that's kind of your catch-all. So a toothpick can be a destructive device.
True.
Come on now. The firearm must be unloaded, obviously. And then it goes in, it defines a loaded firearm means a firearm that has a live round of ammunition, or any component thereof in the chamber or cylinder or in a magazine inserted in the firearm. So it has to be separated from the actual frame and slide. The firearm must be in a hard-sided container that is locked. So we have to actually lock it.
Right.
Whereas, you know, our bags, they won't let you lock those. Those have to be unlocked so they can open them and go through them.
Now, do you have a hard container? Because I don't.
Oh, baby, do I.
Did you get a Pelican?
No, I've got two hard cases that I've had. One's a Rock River. That my Rock River came in, and then another one's like a Plano. I've got a Plano.
Okay.
But I've got to get locks. I don't have locks.
Does it say specifics on a hardness and all that, or it just has to be a hard lockable case?
Like the hardness scale?
Yeah.
Let me see. It might.
Because I know those Planos can be kind of flimsy.
No, it just says a hard-sided container. A locked container is defined as one that completely secures the firearm from being accessed. Locked cases that can be pulled open with little effort cannot be brought aboard the aircraft.
Okay. We may have to test your Plano then.
Okay. If firearms are not properly declared or packaged, TSA will provide the checked bag to law enforcement for resolution with the airline. If the issue is resolved, law enforcement will release the bag to TSA for screening. So screening can be completed. TSA must resolve all firearms in checked baggage. If a locked container containing firearm alarms, TSA. TSA will contact the airline, who will make a reasonable attempt to contact the owner. So the color of your case could alarm them. And advise the passenger to go to the screening location. If contact is not made, the container will not be placed on the aircraft. If a locked container alarms during screening and is not marked as containing the declared firearm, TSA will cut the lock in order to resolve the alarm.
Sure.
Travelers should remain in the area designated by the aircraft operator or TSA representative to take the key back after the container is cleared for transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what Jason was telling me, the issue that he went through was the airline employees were asking for his key so that they could unlock and check the baggage. And according to what he was telling me, the law is you can't surrender your keys to someone law enforcement.
So it has to be a TSA agent.
Right. So he's like, it's a federal offense for me to give you these keys. I'm not giving you these keys.
Mm-hmm.
And they refused to let him board the plane until he surrendered his keys. And they kept threatening. He's like, you're gonna miss your flight, dude. And he's like, why are you guys being, jerks? And finally, a law enforcement guy, I guess, came up and he said, look, I will surrender them to you, but I will not give them to them because I will be in violation of federal law if I do that.
We may need to print those laws out so we can have them ready and highlight stuff like that. We ought to be completely prepared to where anything they throw at us, we can just, here's the highlighted section, here's the highlighted section, here's the laws.
I think we just need to have an attorney on speed dial. Because, there's just pages and pages of this stuff. So, and basically what I'm reading is however they interpret something. If they interpret something and it alarms them, then they can hassle you about it.
So me being 6'7" may be alarming to someone, and they may
exactly. Oh my God, he's 6'7" and he's carrying a hard case. That's
I want to stab him in the face.
Exactly. So. We really need to bone up on these, and we've got, a little less than a month.
He said bone up.
I did. Also said hard. We've got some learning to do, but rifle scopes can be carried on. You don't have to have those locked up.
We can actually carry those on the thing?
Yeah, our scopes, yeah.
We ought to carry them on and just look through them the whole time.
Oh, my gosh.
When she comes and says, would you like something to drink, sir? Just pull it out and look at her through the scope. Huh? What'd you say?
My, you have pretty blue eyes. Jim. Yeah, TSA, we go to their websites, tsa.gov, traveler information, firearms, and ammunition. And it looks like it's going to have everything that we need to know there. We'll need to call our airline when we find out who that's going to be and check out what their rules and regs are as well.
Yeah. Cool, man.
But luckily, my brother-in-law works at the BNA, so
that don't help us in Nashville. Denver.
It won't help us in Denver, no. Yeah. But maybe it'll help us through Nashville.
Yeah. Well, I've got a fact to fight the myth.
You do?
Yeah, it's not really gun related, so it's time for facts to fight the myth. I sounded really enthusiastic about it. No,
sponsored by HG Press, Holder and Green Professional Real Estate Services for all your Middle Tennessee real estate needs. Give those gun-friendly guys and girls a call at 1-800-615-1840, extension 2222, and especially if you are military.
Did you just say especially?
Especially if you are military and you're buying a home, they can help you with VA loan information.
Okay.
So give them a call at 1-800-615-1840, extension 2222.
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew.
While you're at that, don't forget about our 1776 United contest. Get your Talking Lead t-shirt from 1776united.com. We're up to about 10 or 11 entrants, so your odds are still amazing to win that Two Vets Arms Bravo rifle.
We just had a couple of really cool ones turned in recently. Did you see the tactical bacon?
Yes, that was awesome.
That was really cool. I like that one.
I also American Custom Steelworks did theirs on Instagram. Somebody tried to rip it off.
What do you mean?
They copied the picture. I knew who it was. We've met the guy at NRA. And,
Really?
And they copied the picture, and because it had a Hannibal Lecter mask, you couldn't really see his face.
Uh-huh.
And they hashtag Talking Lead T-shirt.
He reposted the guy's same picture?
Yep. So I made a comment on there. I was like, "Excuse me, but this is someone else's entry," and I tagged American Custom Steelworks, and he was like, "Ha ha, busted."
Busted mofo. Were they just like joking around?
They never responded to my comment or his, so I don't know. So we'll catch you if somebody tries to do something like that. I don't think any of the leadheads would, but
yeah, I don't think it's probably. I think it was a joke. I think it's probably just a joke. Or maybe he just wanted to make sure this guy got his picture in.
Maybe. Well, he didn't say anything about American Custom Steelworks, so.
Hey, I think speaking of, I think he's going to be in Colorado also.
Oh, cool. Oh, also speaking of, did I tell you how I lost my AK?
Your virginity?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you told me that story.
How I lost the bottle opener keychain?
You lost it?
Well, I didn't lose it. I got it confiscated. Not necessarily by TSA, but a similar situation. I think I told it on the show once. Where I had to go to court for work because we have to go to court periodically, and they confiscated it. Jackwagons. Anyway.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, so don't take a bottle opener that has a gun on it.
has a cutout of a gun silhouette.
There's
on
nothing sharp on the damn thing at all. But you can't let you take that in. Okay, fine.
Idiots.
But anyways, back to facts to myth. It's the only way this is gun related.
No. We're back. We're not done with our T-shirt concert.
Oh, concert? We're having a concert?
We're going to do a concert.
Sweet.
Yeah. Vanilla Ice is going to be there. Nice. No, so how do they enter?
They go to 1776united.com. They get a Talking Lead T-shirt if they don't already have one. Then they post a picture of themselves in a crazy, funny, cool... Doesn't have to be funny. If you just want to post a simple picture of yourself in it, you can do that. And then you got to hashtag it on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram with Talking Lead T-shirts. You go hashtag / whatever you want to call it, the pound sign, the little tic-tac-toe symbol, whatever. Mm-hmm. Talking Lead T-shirt. And that's the way we're going to find it. If you post it directly to our page, we're going to see it there, but still, please hashtag it. And that's where we'll find it. And then September 15th is the deadline, and we'll be doing a judging. We'll have a panel of judges in and figure out who wins this talent.
And guess what they're winning?
They're winning. The winner will get, let's go backwards. Fifth place will get their choice of a box of 50 rounds of 45, 40, or 9 or 380 target rounds, Full Metal Jacket.
From
VetMade Ammo.
Yep.
Fourth place will get the same from VetMade Ammo. Then we go to third place, which will get their choice of those ammo and their choice of a 1776 United T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Second place will get that same thing, plus a 1776 United snapback cap and a MS Clean Kit / Miss Clean Kits from MissCleanKits.com. And then first place is everything you just heard, plus a 2 Vets Arms Bravo rifle.
Bam, there it is.
A free rifle.
An AR-15.
For taking a picture of you in a Talking Lead shirt. That's it. Simple. Simple.
Take a picture, send it in. You never know. You never know with our panel of judges who's going to win.
Yeah. They may think somebody's cute that's just standing there in the shirt, and they may judge for them. We don't know.
Or they may just think that they love pigs, and they want
the pig to win.
Now that picture, I can't tell if that is a pet pig.
That looks like a pet pig.
It's a little disturbing because it looks like it's on his bed.
Yeah, it looks like a potbelly pig, which a lot of people keep as pets. It's black hair, small.
Yeah,
I think it's a pet.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of lying there lifeless. Like all I see is a head.
So now can I do my fact of fact?
And speaking of MS Clean Kit, they have come up with some new colors. So check them out at is it mscleankit.com?
Yep. That's it.
Yep. There you go.
So now can I do my fact of fact myth?
Now let's do the fact of fact myth.
You know I'm going to make every one of those fact of fact myths echo.
Echo.
So the only thing about guns that this fact of fact myth is about is the movie is going to have a lot of guns in it. But one of my biggest pet peeves is when people say the human being only uses 10% of their brain. That's not true. And there's a movie coming out that's based on that whole myth of a girl named Lucy, which is Scarlett Johansson, where she gets a drug and she starts being able to use 100% of her brain. Well, guess what? Everybody
there's a movie already been done that.
Yeah, Limitless.
It was Bradley
Cooper.
Bradley Cooper did that. Yeah, that's a good movie too.
Except that was more like smarts. This one's going to give her like superpowers and stuff. But anyways, everyone uses 100% of their brain.
She already has superpowers.
It's just only a small percentage is used for cognitive function. The rest is used for instinct and reflexes and moving your body and digestion and everything else, talking. So that whole you only use 10% of your brain and 90% is just dormant is not true. People.
Well, no, you know what they say. They according to the ancient alien theorists, we are aliens, and that part of our brain is dormant, and until our ancestors come back, that part of our brain will reawaken.
Okay. Well, will they let it reawaken if you draw a gun on them?
Well, and I think that's our whole thing with firearms and how we've got division in our population about firearms is some of us are aliens and some of us aren't.
Okay. The others are Planet of the Apes people?
Yeah, the others are...
Good movie, by the way.
Which one?
The new one.
Oh, is that out?
Yeah, it's good.
I didn't even know it was out yet.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. It's the sequel to the one that had...
Yeah.
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 It's where Caesar has created a whole colony. It's pretty awesome.
That's cool, because I was just watching the old...
like the Charlton Heston one?
Rise of the Planet of the... No, it was the third sequel in that. Where people were using the apes as their slaves, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Caesar was the leader, and he was doing the uprising, which was still the same guy who played the Cornelius.
Yeah, Roddy McDowall.
Yeah, it was still the same guy that was playing it.
Well, Caesar was supposedly his son, I think.
Yeah.
Was Cornelius' son. In the old ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've really rabbit trailed there.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to go see that movie.
Awesome. Well, good show, man.
But here's a disclaimer. I
disclaimer.
do not believe in aliens, just so everyone knows.
Okay. All right. We'll make sure that's put in stone.
Okay.
You don't believe in them?
I do not.
At all?
Not at all.
So you think in the universe that's like vastly, enormously gargantuan,
that's different.
There's not other life?
Do I believe that there is other life out there? Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think, statistically speaking, there has to be.
Yes.
But has there been other
visitation
life forms visit our planet?
Gotcha.
Voluntary? No.
Okay. All right. I got you.
Maybe through cosmic dust or something like that, we've had some sort of, alien, like these viruses and crap that we get from, century to century.
I believe in them for one reason.
In aliens?
Yes, for one reason.
One reason only? What?
I shop at Walmart. All you got to do is spend one late evening there, and you'll believe in aliens.
Dude, there's our next shirt. I believe in aliens because of Walmart.
Because I shop at Walmart.
Exactly. Just put because of Walmart.
Well, good show, man.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
You cutting us off, huh?
Yeah.
We have nothing else to talk about?
No, we've done commercials. We've done everything.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening, and we will talk to you next week. Oh, we've got some good guests coming on, too. I don't want to jinx it.
Is our 80th episode.
Yep.
So
and we've got a big, knock on wood, a big name guest. If this falls through, I'm going to have to go beg downtown Nashville for another big name guest. But this is probably our first... This will probably be our first biggest mainstream guest, not necessarily just gun person. Famous mainstream type person Who happens to be a gun person too. It's just that's not what he's famous for.
More mainstream than Hickok 45?
Yeah, because Hickok 45 is just gun people. No. Yeah, I don't talk to many people that aren't gun people that know who he is.
Well, they're just living in a closet, aren't they?
Yeah.
Aren't they, Oshie? Oshie said, "Are you talking about me?"
And as always, left hand, keep your loved ones close.
And your dadgum firearms closer.